Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am making crispy cake noodle. This is a dish that is super popular in Hawaii and it's super hard to find up here in the continental United States. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it so you can make it right at home. So as you can see, I started off before the video. I had all the vegetables and I chopped them all up. Had them already on the cutting board. You're gonna take a hot frying pan, add some oil, and then you're just gonna cook it on medium high to almost completely high, just for about maybe 30 seconds to a minute per vegetable. And you're gonna start with the most hearty vegetable. So of course I started with onions because onions can withstand a lot of heat and they can cook down a lot. So I just started with the onions and then the carrots. And you're gonna just see the order that I start to place them in. I really want the mushrooms and the onions to get cooked and cooked well. So I put them in between other vegetables, but I'm just gonna put them in little by little, stir, but don't stop mixing the vegetables. Keep them moving because it's on such a high temperature. You wanna keep the vegetables moving so they don't burn. You just want to cook them on high for a little while so that way they retain their color and their crunchiness, but they get a little bit cooked. So that is the last vegetable we're gonna throw in for now. And the last thing on the cutting board is the green onions, the chunkier pieces and the smaller pieces. You're just gonna leave that on the side because that's going to be your garnish. So don't add that. Continue to stir until that last 30 seconds when your bell peppers are in there. And then you're gonna add your shrimp. You're gonna cook it for another minute. Stir it around. So remove it from the heat and then get it into another bowl because you're going to reuse that frying pan and all that delicious bits on the bottom. Add your chicken broth. So I use Better Than Bouillon paste. So I add water first and then you're going to see me add the paste after. But it is chicken broth. You can use chicken broth, chicken stock. It's up to you. You just want that delicious chickeny flavor in there. So get your Better Than Bouillon, if that is what you use, put it in there. You're gonna add sesame oil. And then you're going to add oyster sauce. I'm adding a little bit more sesame oil. And then Aloha Shoyu. And that is gonna just put an umami bomb of flavor in that sauce that will then become gravy. So get your whisk it all up, make sure everything is well incorporated. And then you're gonna get your cornstarch, add some water, make a slurry. I used about a little bit more than a quarter cup of cornstarch. I really don't measure, but I try my best to measure, or at least pay attention to how much I add for you guys. Add it in before your sauce starts to bubble, because once it's at the point of bubbling, it's really hot, and then your slurry is gonna clump up. So get that in, mix it really well. Then you're gonna get white pepper. Add some white pepper, about half a teaspoon of white pepper, and then mix it really good until it becomes nice and thick. You can also add more slurry if you need to, if you want your gravy portion to be thicker. I like it right about there. At this point, you're gonna take your pan full of veggies and shrimp, and you're going to add it to the gravy, stir it all around. You're pretty much just warming it up at this point. You're not cooking it because it's done already. You don't want to overcook it. So just put it in for maybe 30 seconds to a minute until it's warmed, and then you're going to remove it from the heat, put it on the side, and on to the next step. Okay, now it's time to blanch your noodles. So you're gonna get a good sized pot, enough to fit the amount of noodles that you're using. And you're gonna get the water almost to boiling. Add your noodles, and then you're gonna kind of help it break apart while it's cooking. And it's only gonna cook for a minute, minute and a half, not long at all. You're just removing the extra starch, you're warming it up, you're making it a little bit soft. You're gonna then take your noodles, put it in a colander, and then rinse it with cold water so that they're not hot anymore. And what that does is it sets up the noodles for when you're gonna fry it to make it crispy, and it's not gonna make it mushy and gross. It's gonna be nice and like room temperature, a little bit cool. You're gonna put it in a hot frying pan with a good amount of oil, about 4 to 6 tablespoons of oil. And then you're gonna do what I'm doing right there, which is pretty much just pushing the noodles down as it cooks. And you're gonna cook it at about medium. You don't wanna make it too high, you don't wanna make it too low. And let me tell you, this is a long process. So don't rush it, don't get anxious, just be patient and let it cook slowly, and just keep pushing them noodles down. As soon as one pan is done, I did a lot of noodles because we do eat a lot in this house, and we use some for lunch the next day and breakfast. So I made 2 pans of noodles. You don't have to. After the first pan is done, you take it aside, you chop it up into little squares, and then I put it in just this big serving pan. It's actually my turkey roasting pan, but it fit perfectly. So I finished roasting the rest of crispifying my noodles, and then you're just gonna take your mixture of vegetables and shrimp, pour it right over. That's it. Super simple, you guys. I know it's hard to find up here, but you can make it at home. It's not hard at all. Take your green onions, you're gonna garnish the top of that beautiful pan, and that's it. Now go and enjoy it. It's so ono.